Just going to go over to Race HQ as if we're admin, and we're going to put in our password and login. And the first thing what you're going to see here is another admin button. So let's go straight into the main admin function. You can see here that there's no events created. So we're going to go ahead and click the new event button. And we're going to go and call this something like Epic Trail Event. And we're going to give that a date of tomorrow. And we're going to call this Epic Event. And the status option here is essentially whether we want the information hidden from the public, whether we want it open to the public so anyone can view it on the live page, or whether the race has been closed and it's been archived. So for now, we're going to keep it as public. And there we go. There's our event that's been created. So if we go in here, we can see that at the moment, there's no race added yet for that particular event. So, for your event, you might have a 5K, a 10K, a half marathon. So what we're going to do now is we're just going to go in there, hit the pink button and add our event, which we'll call the Epic 10K. And there we go, distance 10K, single start, but you can do wave starts as well, or loop runs, going through this start line multiple times on a loop. So it's quite flexible what it can achieve. I won't do it right now, but you can obviously update your logo and you can brand it as needed. And you can have mid-course checkpoints. So if you've got a 10K and you've got one checkpoint, halfway point, then you can have another Marshal with another phone or iPad tracking runners as they go through the midway point. So for now, we're not going to do that. We're just going to create something simple. So we're going to create the race. And there you go. So we can then start the race, which we're not going to do yet because we haven't yet got any contestants and we haven't got people checked in and registered. So as a race director, we've created an event. That's what we've done so far. And at the top here, you can see some little icons just across this area here, which essentially give us the ability to do some time corrections if need be. After the event, we can edit our checkpoints, during the race. Well, not during the race, but, once it's been created, we can change the SMS message that's received both when the runner registers on the morning of the event and when they cross the finish line. So we're connected to SMS and we can bespoke the links and the message that's sent to the participants, which is quite handy that obviously as soon as the runner crosses the finish line, the result will go live online and they'll get a lovely SMS message come through congratulating them, which is a nice touch. So we're not going to add any of that now. We're just going to keep it simple. So we're going to go back all the way to the beginning and we're going to show you what that looks like. So here we go, upcoming events on the public homepage. You can see that we've now got 15th of January tomorrow. There's an event happening. Obviously at the moment when you click on it, you can see the race, but there's no one in there. There's no competitors. So what we're going to do is we're going to upload our CSV file. So we're going to log back into the Race HQ, the admin button at the top, and that's going to allow us to go and take our CSV file from our registration sign-up system, whichever you've used to take payments and manage the payment processing for customers that have bought tickets to enter your event. And so if we go to our event that we created, and you'll see at the top here a little button called CSV import. So we're going to click on that. We're going to upload a CSV. I've got some sample data here ready. So we're going to skip to the end and we're going to pick our race, preview the import. So for this particular race, we've just got 3 participants. That's fine just for the purpose of demonstration. And this has everything from obviously their name, their gender, their run category, what club that they're a member of, and so on and so forth. So we're going to import those 3 people into the race. There we go, successfully imported. Okay, so now we're going to go back and we're going to, so as a race director, you've done everything you need to do before the race. You've assigned your bibs, you've uploaded the CSV file in, those people are locked into the system and you can add more, if you want to on the day or after you've put your CSV file in. So now we're going to pretend that we're a Marshal. So we're going to go up to the top here and we're going to, every Marshal will have their own sort of login code to get into that particular event or race. And we're just going to bypass that and go straight into the super user. But what you're going to see here when you go through is runner check-in. So we're on this square here. So now it's the morning of the race and we've got runners who are part of the cars and they're excited to kind of come in and get their bib number. So we're going to select our event and we're going to select our 10K race. And we can see the 3 people that we have uploaded that are entering this race. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to check in James and Sarah. So they've now received their bibs numbers 2 and 3 consecutively. And we're just going to leave Tom out for a moment, just so you can see what that happens. So we've got 2 people checked into the race, and now it's time for the race to start. So we're going to go, we're going back to Race HQ password here, because now this is down to the super user, and we're going to go and find our race, and we're going to start it. So big pink button here. When the gun goes, we're going to start our race. We've got 2 competitors. We're going to click OK. That's it. The time has now started. The gun has gone. So we're going to go back, and we're going to go. Now we're a Marshal at the finish line. So again, we're going to pretend we're a Marshal. We're going to log in, and we're going to be standing at the finish line waiting for one of those 2 runners to come into the finish. So here we are now at finish line capture. So there's 2 ways to capture your runners. There's a manual input, and then there's a tap grid interface, which is the most preferable. So we're going to go ahead and get ready for our first runners to come through the finish line. And here are 2 starters. We're going to pick this runner here. Bib number 2 has just crossed the finish line. So we're going to tick that runner number 2 has come in, and then shortly afterwards, runner number 3 comes in afterwards. So there we go. So nice, convenient, big button tabs to tick. So now we're going to go back and we're going to go to the public face of the website. We're not going to log in as Marshal or Race HQ. This is the public face, and we're going to go and have a look at our event. And as you can see, we've now got 2 runners immediately live on the online system, showing that 2 runners have finished. We've got Sarah and James at 44 seconds and 53 seconds respectively. And of course, Sarah's got her gold medal and James has got his silver medal next to his name. And you'll get gold. You can customize whether you want gold, silver and bronze as well for age categories too. As you can see, Sarah and James are part of 2 different teams. So if we pick on Sarah's Purbeck Runners pink text there, it shows that both Sarah and Tom, who didn't enter the race because he didn't turn up in the morning, he hasn't got a time or a placement, but Sarah, when she finishes the line, had she had 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 friends in the race, she can immediately go to her club, see who's still out on the course, see what her time was respective to others in her club or her team. So that's the high level overview. There are lots of obviously administrative things you can do, like change a time if there's an error made by one of the marshals. And the key thing is that as soon as we've clicked a runner come through the finish line, they receive a nice SMS text message with a couple of links, giving them a link straight to their results page. And it also creates a share card for your specific event with their name and time overlaid onto an image that you've chosen, so they can immediately then share that onto Instagram. So immediately after the video, I'll put a little bullet point list of all of the different features that this has got on here. But there we go. I hope that helped, and it's going to help your event.